Today, I use one of the simplest strategies without complicated schemes and dozens of conditions. It is these approaches that are most often underestimated, considering them too obvious. Now, in this video, I'll show you how simple logic can lead to serious results and trying to increase your account by 1,500 based only on clear rules. Now, you will see real deals, moments of doubt, and points where the market itself suggests a direction. Now, in the end, it will become clear whether simplicity can really compete with complex systems or analysis. Now I'll show you my account settings that you need to use to work with the strategy. I will use candle chart type, leaving the time frame at 1 minute. Next, I will open the indicators section and select fractal. Now you need to adjust the indicator settings. I will increase the period to 3. This will remove unnecessary signals from the indicator, which will increase reliability. Now I'll leave everything standard in the indicator style settings. Make sure you have it the same way. Now this completes the settings. Now I will start the session, open trades, and show you in detail how to work with the strategy. I think after watching the video you won't have any questions and you will use it often in your work. If you are interested in what real-time trading looks like, take a look at my Telegram now. There I will show, or I often show, trades every day, analyze the key points, and share my current view of the market. You can monitor the process or connect to copying transactions automatically. Follow the link in the description and write me a private message. I found the first suitable situation. I think you can make a profit with this. Now I use 1 minute of trading time, starting with an amount of $350. My forecast is that the price will decrease. We open the trade by pressing the red button. Now, let's take a look at the situation in more detail. Like, there has been a price increase on the market for a long time. Now, before the price began, there was a red trigger indicator under the chart, which means a trend change. Now, the price chart has been pointing upwards for a long time. The price reached its maximum and the green trigger of the fractal indicator appeared above the price chart. It means that the price increase has stopped and it will continue to decrease. After that, I am sure that the situation is found and it is possible to make a profit. That's why I open a trade to reduce the price. As you can see, the strategy is as simple as possible and is aimed at novice traders. Now, you don't need a sophisticated market analysis. Now, it's just one simple indicator that gives us clear signal. Now all you need to do is see it and open the trade on time. Later I'm going to tell you about the important rules when working with this particular strategy. So let's follow the situation to the end. Wow. A good start to the session. The first profitable trade increases my capital to $2,002. Now let's continue working. There are still many trades ahead. What do you think the final result of the session will be? Well, we are going to find out at the end. It's not an easy situation, but let's open a trade and see what happens. I'm going to limit myself to the trade amount of $250. I will open a trade to increase the price. Okay, and so look, I see that the price has been declining for a long time and has reached its minimum. Now, a red indicator trigger appeared under the price chart, which means that the price increase will begin next. And yes, the price has really started to rise, but I have some doubts about the situation. First of all, look, I see that the selected currency pair is dominated by a downward trend as the price lows are, lower each time than the previous one. Now, in such a situation, it's advantageous to open a trade in the direction of a strong trend. Now, I have opened a price increase trade that it can either, it can either be a price correction or rather it can be a new trend. It depends on how the market situation is. Now, secondly, choose the right currency pair. Now, the price chart should be zigzag. The price, should consistently change the trend, but not too often. Currency pairs in which, the price chart moves in a straight line or the trend changes very quickly are categorically unstable for work. Now, there's, other strategies for such currency pairs, but we are not talking about them at the moment. Let's see how the price will move and what outcome of this particular trade will be. Oh, alas, I got a loss. The price started to decrease. I expected the situation to happen, so I'm not really worried about the outcome of the trade. Let's get back to work because there is still a couple of trades ahead. I am increasing the trade amount to $750. My forecast is that the price will rise. I press the green button to open the trade. I think you can already see that the downtrend has ended. Now the price has started to rise and several green candles have already closed. The indicator clearly indicated a trend change and I couldn't help but open a trade in this situation. I want to give you some advice. Now learn to control your emotions, otherwise they will only interfere with your work. You can't let your emotions, run wild in trading. Also, I want to share my experience with you. After receiving an unprofitable trade, there is no need to immediately try to record the loss. No, it's better to take a short break, from work because it will help you get rid of unnecessary emotions. Now, many, novice traders, they try to immediately record the loss by opening new trades and in a hurry make even bigger mistakes, which leads to even bigger losses. Now, that is why it's very important to learn to control your emotions. Bingo, the trade is profitable. I didn't only, return the loss, but also earn some more. Now, the account now has an amount of $2,442. Let's find another situation and open the last trade. I have no doubts about the reliability of the chosen situation. There is a downward trend in the market, and I am sure that I will be able to gain profits in this situation. Now, I think you will like this strategy and you will use it often in your work. I try to show you in every detail how to work, with the strategy. Then it's up to you. Be sure to try it, and I'm sure you will definitely succeed. Amazing results. The trade is profitable, and now I see my account balance is at $3,178. Excellent result. Let's end the trading session with this. Well, friends, let's summarize the results of today's trading session. It turned out to be calm, but that's where its value lies. Today, you have seen how a systematic approach works without haste, without trying to guess the market, and without unnecessary emotions. Now, every trade was part of a plan, not, a reaction to a random price movement. And this is a very important point that every beginner needs to feel. Now, I advise you to review this video and try to figure out the logic of the inputs yourself. Write in the comments if you were able to see the structure of the strategy and what points raised questions.